this thing live? Says I'm live. Okay, do that. Hello, if anybody's there. I'm sorry I had to do that, but for some reason the live stream app I was using was messing up. For what reason, I don't know. Excuse me, I gotta exit out of this to re-exit back in to this. This recording is complete. Okay, whatever that means. What does it say on here? The recording is complete. Play. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. Now then, go back to the thing on my computer. Okay. Hello, if there's anybody still in the stream. I had to restart the stream because it was the live streaming app that I was using kept messing up. Hopefully it won't happen anymore. I don't know if it's good or not. I don't know. Can anybody hear me? Hello? I keep wondering what this thing right here does. Okay, go to that. It's a microphone, but it doesn't do nothing, so... Huh. If anybody is there, hello. I had to end my other stream that I was doing and start up this one because for whatever reason, the app that I'm using was kind of messing up a little bit, but it was doing that last time I tried to live stream, which was, a couple days ago. As soon as we get some people in the chat, I'll start showing some of the comic books, but I don't know how long it'll take. I had some people in the other stream. I was hoping that they would come to this one. I mean, this would be so much easier once I'm able to, live stream with the YouTube, to be able to live stream with the YouTube thing. I'm not just sure if I'm going to be able to do that or not, because so far I've not been able to yet. But as soon as I'm able to do that, then I'll be able to live stream on my computer, and everything will be fine. And I won't have to really use my phone for live streaming unless I'm out somewhere and I want to live stream, which is not something I do very often. Okay, who's that? Okay, I'll watch that person's video later. Yeah, I hope somebody at least joins my stream. But if not, I'll just show the comic books and just leave the stream up. But I really would love it if y'all would join my stream. I mean, I'm really happy that this Friday, I hit, 1K, and I'm like, I'm really happy about that. I never expected it to happen. Yeah. Okay, now what is this thing telling me? Why does it keep saying update? What? Okay, so it doesn't even stay there long enough for me to read it. It says I need to update something. But, oh, it was saying update in Google something. But every time that thing shows up on my phone and I push the button, there's not anything that says to push this button to update or upgrade or whatever. Makes no sense. So I just ignore it. Yeah, I asked a bunch of people, uh, how long does it take to be able to live stream on the YouTube thing? They said it takes a couple days, but I don't look towards me being able to live stream on the YouTube thing with my computer and stuff. Hello. Hey, how are you? Films. Okay. Hey, hello. How are you? Can you hear me very well? I was having trouble with my other stream, so I had to start it over. And this is attempt number 2 on the stream here. All good? Yeah, I'm good. Okay, let me see what's over here. Oh, I sound fine? Because the other stream I was doing, somebody told me that they couldn't hear me. I don't know if my sound is not that good or if they had the volume on the computer or whatever too low. I don't know. If y'all could share out this stream, that would be really cool, so we can get some more people in here, and I will start showing some comic books. Okay, excuse me for a second. Something on my screen here. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay. As soon as we get some more people in here, I'm gonna start showing some comic books. I just need a few more people in the stream. If y'all can share this stream out, that'd be greatly appreciated. Okay, what was that? Okay. Okay, I'm looking at. Okay, stuff keeps popping up on my phone. Currently, I'm filming this with my phone, but I hope to be able to film live stream. It's a live stream. Currently, I'm live streaming on my phone, but I'm hoping that I will be able to live stream on my computer. I'm really happy because Friday I hit 1K. I'm really shocked by it. Yes, I can hear you. Is this a star? If you're asking if I'm gonna show some Star Trek comics, I might. I might have a Star Trek comic somewhere in this pile of comics I have. Yeah, you have to stay tuned. You have to stay in the live stream to find out. I got a lot of different stuff I'm gonna show. Some stuff I have a lot of the same. Um, I do have some Doctor Who comics that I'm gonna show, and some Marvel comics and some DC. And okay, excuse me for a second. Let me move that. Okay, let me come over here. Do you like Star Trek? And well, they're somewhere in here. I just can't remember which pile they're in. Okay, hang on. Give me a minute, y'all. Okay, that's Superman. That's the one. Yes. Okay, those need to be right there. Okay. 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 We found them. Okay. Let's see here. I have another Star Trek comic, but I figure I'll go ahead and show you this one until I find the other one. This one's pretty cool. I hope y'all can see this okay. This is like the the original Star Trek type crew and everything, like Captain Kirk and Spock and all that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, now I gotta. Okay, give me a second here. I gotta plug my cord into my phone here. Okay. Otherwise, I'm gonna lose power on this thing. Okay. Let me read the chat here. Nice. Yeah, I think it's a nice cover too. Yeah. I love the artwork on this one. It's so cool, so beautiful. Okay, excuse me a second here. Okay. Okay. Give me a second, y'all. I have to. I got these comic books not quite organized like I would want. Oh, there's the other one I got. Okay. Okay. We're gonna find it. Okay, that one's in the other pile. Okay. Okay, that one goes there. Okay, here's the other one that I got. Here's this one. I don't know how many Star Trek comic books I have in this file. I just grabbed just a bunch of comic books out of my stack of comics. Yeah. Star Trek is one of my favorite shows. Probably my other favorite show. I really enjoy The Twilight Zone and The Outer Limits. And Roger Serling did another show called The Night Gallery. I really like that show too. That's pretty cool. I just wish they would have done more episodes. Tell you the truth, that would be a good show to bring back, The Night Gallery. But, who would host it, Okay, let me read this. Okay. Okay, hang on a minute. We got some funny stuff going on my phone here. Okay. Okay, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Hang on. Okay, let me read the chat. Okay, let's see. This message is held for review. Why? Twilight Zone and Alfred Hitchcock Presents were awesome. Okay, okay, why does it say that this message is held for review? It's okay. What is up with that? Review. What does that mean? Show. There's nothing wrong with that message. Okay, awesome. Okay, I don't know why one of the messages that you had said it was put up for review. You didn't say anything wrong. You just said Twilight Zone and Alfred Hitchcock Presents were awesome. Yeah, I agree. They're awesome, and I still watch the Alfred Hitchcock Presents on. I don't know if this. There's a channel. I don't know if it's everybody has this channel. It's called Me TV, and they show Alfred Hitchcock Presents, and they also show Twilight Zone, which is pretty cool. Awesome. Okay. I think that's fine. Okay. Okay. Uh. Okay. Just so that doesn't happen again, I think I'm gonna make you a moderator because I don't want that to happen again. So I don't know what was going on for it to do that. Add moderator. Okay. I hope everything is good. Okay. Okay. And since, well, I don't know if that person is still here. Whoever's still here in the chat, please say hello so I'll know who's here and whether or not I should make that person a moderator. Okay. Okay, this is one comic book that I wanted to show. It's actually a movie. I've never seen the movie before. Um, okay, cool. You're still here. Okay, hang on, y'all. I keep getting these little messages on here. Okay, there we go. And this particular comic book that I picked to show, it's actually a movie. I've never seen the movie before, but this is like the comic book for it, and it's just really creepy. Yeah. Hope y'all can see that okay. I've never honestly seen this movie before. When I saw this comic book and everything, on the top here it says a Marvel movie special, so it's clearly a movie, but I've never seen this movie ever. I don't even know what it's even about. It's just the little thing in the background is creepy looking. Okay. Well, okay. What's going on? No, wait, hey. Oh no. No, I ain't doing that. This thing, I tell you, my phone's been really weird today. It said, oh, this app has stopped. No, it hasn't. I'm still doing the live stream here. But I thought this was really weird looking. This is really creepy. Can y'all see it? Yeah, there is a movie. Yeah, I've never seen that movie before. I mean, I saw I was at Walmart and I saw a DVD of that movie and I was like, hey, I got that comic book. Looks like an alien vampire. It does. Yeah, it does. I mean, no. The only thing I have to say about this is the character to me. It's not scary. It's just kind of lame. No offense to the people that made that movie, but the monster, if that's a monster, it's kind of lame. Uh, okay. Here's a Star Wars. If anybody is into Star Wars, I mean, I'm not that into Star Wars, but it's only because I've never really took the time or had time to watch all the movies. The only movie that I saw the one where Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker and they're fighting, and then Darth Vader reveals that he's Luke's father and all that stuff. and he chops his son's hand off, and you see his son's hand go out of the off of the little thing that he was standing on. Here's this. I think I have another Star Wars one I'm gonna show. Okay, let's see how many people's in the chat. Okay. Okay. Wait a minute, where's that at? Oh, there it is. Oh my. Okay. Yeah. You know, the only thing I will say is that the new Star Wars movie that they're doing, I keep seeing this preview with like, I don't, people keep calling it Baby Yoda. I don't know if it's Baby Yoda or if it's like something else or whatever. And it's like, maybe I should see this movie. I don't know. I mean, if I was to see that new Star Wars movie, it would only be to see the Baby Yoda. I wouldn't care about anything else because it had that one little preview from the trailer where Yoda's in like, or the Baby Yoda's in this vehicle with the whoever that soldier person is with the helmet and everything on, and keep flipping on a switch inside the aircraft, the ship, which was kind of cool. Okay, what is this? Okay, there we go. Yeah, I haven't seen the movie or anything. I've just been seeing the like the trailer for it. They keep showing it everywhere on the internet with Baby Yoda and everything, and it's kind of interesting. Okay, here's another comic I got. It's a Green Arrow. It's kind of cool that I have this one because when I was a kid, I actually had the same comic book. And when I was a kid, I didn't really, when you're a kid, you don't really think to, you should take better care of your toys and everything. When I was a kid, my the me from back then didn't take good care of like comic books or anything. I don't know why. So I'm kind of really glad to have this back in my collection because the one that I had that was like this was given to me for Christmas a long time ago. But that one I don't have anymore. But this is a new copy of it, so it's pretty cool. Let's see the chat. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen the new Star Wars movie, but I've been seeing the trailer, for it and everything. I hope that it's good. Is that Baby Yoda? If it's, I don't know if it's Yoda or Baby Yoda or what. I was wondering if it was just maybe if it's supposed to be Yoda from when he was a kid or something, or maybe Yoda had children or something. I don't know. And this is a Disney Haunted Mansion comic. I figured I'd show this one. I'm also a big Disney fan. If you don't know already. There's that one. Okay. Okay, this one I'm fixing to show. It's actually two comic books in one. Okay, on this side it's Wolverine. And then flip it this way, it's Ghost Rider. It's like two comics in one. I mean, that's kind of cool. It's funny, I actually had a comic book like this when I was a kid that was two comic books in one. It was a Power Rangers and VR Troopers comic book, which I don't have anymore. Or I might, I don't know. Let me read the chat. Love that haunted mansion cover. Cool. Yeah, it was a comic book that I think that they were giving out on. It says Halloween something, but I think it was one that was being given for free comic book day somewhere. I think, whenever they do that. I've never been to one of those. Okay, and this is another it's two comic books in one, and on this side is Wolverine, and on the other side is Ghost Rider. And if y'all can share up the stream, that would be greatly appreciated, y'all. Please, please, please. Okay. Now some of these comics are, it's a combination of old comics and new comics. I don't normally collect new comics, but sometimes there's some stuff that I like the cover of. This next one, this is a new comic, and it's the Green Hornet. This is a new comic book, and this particular company, right here, that makes a lot of these, they've been really knocking it out of the park, man. Making some pretty cool comics. They've been doing, you know, they've been doing a lot of comics. Let me see if I can find a list of the ones they've been doing. Usually there's a, yeah. Okay. Well, soon. This comic book's a pretty good, couple years old. They have, I don't have any in my collection. They have Rocket Man, like that movie that they did called The Rocket Man. They have been doing some comics of that character, and they've been doing a lot of different characters. And it's like, this is a pretty spot on, good comic. I think it really is good. Wolverine / Ghost Rider. Yeah. Yeah. Like, here's another Green Hornet, and this is also a new one. But this company right up here, they've been doing a lot of, like, older comics and stuff, trying to, I guess, get people interested in the older stuff or older characters, I guess. But yeah, I highly recommend, if you see any comic books like this, give them a chance. They're pretty good. I mean, I'm a big Marvel and DC fan, but this company right here, they're doing pretty well with coming out with pretty cool stuff. This is the West Coast Avengers. Okay, let me put that right there. Okay. I think they do the Rocketeer. Yeah, Rocketeer. I think I may have said Rocket Man, but I meant to say Rocketeer. Uh, yeah, that would be kind of cool to get a couple of those. I haven't seen that movie in a long time. I think it would be cool if they redid that movie now, but with the special effects that they can do now, it'd be kind of much cooler. And this one right here is RoboCop. Now, see, what's different between this RoboCop is, if you notice on the cover, he still has his hand, his actual human hand, but he looks like RoboCop from the '80s, movies and stuff. I love the '80s RoboCop movies. I didn't like the new movie. It wasn't really my thing. Okay, let me read the chat. Hey, buddy, I have to leave, but I will catch up on the download. Give you a thumbs up. See you next time. Let's see here. Okay. Bye. Okay. Okay, how many people are in the chat? 3. Okay. Whoever's still in the chat, please say hello so I know who's still here. That way I'll know who I'm talking to. Whoever's still in the chat, please say hello. And if y'all don't mind, whoever's still here, if you can please share out this stream, that would be really greatly appreciated. Okay. Alright. Loyalty. Okay. Okay, whatever. Whatever. Let me see what's on my phone. Let's see here. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Okay. Whoever's still in the chat, please say hello. On my phone it says one person, probably me. On my computer it says 2 people, which I don't know who that might be. Man. You know, it kind of gets on my nerves. I make somebody a moderator and then they leave, man. I mean, if you're not going to, stay in the stream for the whole, hour or 2 that I'm going to be doing it, then that's kind of rude, man. I mean, if you have other things to do, then why are you even watching my stream? It's just like not cool. But whatever. Whatever floats your boat. Okay, here's some Transformers. It's basically a brand new Transformers comic. I like on the back how it has some of the older, like old school looking Transformers. I think that's kind of cool. Oh well, I guess I'll just show the comic books. People show up, they show up, fine. They do, they don't, that's fine too, whatever. It doesn't look like nobody else is going to show up. Whatever. And here's another Transformers comic. These are actually some newer Transformer comics. I actually prefer Transformers from the 80s. Okay. Let's see here. Anybody? Asian Mary in US. Hello. Hi. How are you? I am really, really happy because Friday I hit 1K. So I'm really happy. Basically, what I do is I show comic books and try to read the chat when I'm able to. Okay, let me read it. Okay, hello Don, how are you? I'm good. I'm here. Hi. I'm glad you're here. Okay. Asian Mary in USA. Hello. Okay. If y'all can share out the stream for me, that would be greatly appreciated. And give me 1 second. I want to do something real quick. Okay, hang on. Where is it at? Add moderator. Mary, I made you a moderator. Um, if you can share out the stream, y'all, that would be really greatly appreciated. Okay, ready? Okay, I'm gonna start showing some Superman comics. Let me get the other stack of comics over here. Okay, I'll show that one in that pile right there. That one too. Okay. 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 Hang on, y'all. Gotta get all these kind of. Well, that's Batman. Okay. 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And I'll save that one for the next pile of comics. Okay. That too. Okay. This first one is Superman. Yeah, Superman is one of my favorite superheroes. I'm glad everybody can be here. Let me read this. Hang on, y'all. Yes, I will share it. Okay, thank you, Mary. I hope I can get a lot of people in here. I'm just doing my thing here, showing some comics. And yeah, and this cover is really cool. It has like well, it has the Green Lantern on the very top there, and it has Superman, and it has Supergirl, and Superboy, and everything. Superman has always been one of my favorites. Always. He's like, and people don't realize that if it wasn't for the two I can't think of their names, the guys that created Superman. If they didn't create Superman, there'd be no other superheroes really. Done sharing, done. Love that comic. Yes, true. But like like I was saying, the two guys that created Superman, they really were treated badly by DC Comics, and for years and years and years, they weren't even, you know, given credit for creating him until way, way later. And if it wasn't for them, there wouldn't be no superheroes like in the comic books like we have today. And this, that was another, yeah. But basically, this is what I do. I show comic books. Um, I do look at the chat as much as I can, but I got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stacks of comics to show, and I try my best. Okay, and this one's interesting. It's interesting, you know. Okay. My husband's a lots bunch of it. He's a collector of aqua. Okay, wait a minute. Your husband collects a lot of comic books? Yeah, I remember you telling me about that, yeah. It's a fun hobby. It's a fun hobby, and unlike other hobbies, it's a very clean and wholesome hobby, I think, and it it's fun, you know, and also it encourages, especially if kids, if they collect comic books, it encourages them, to start reading, and then they're like, man, I gotta read more about this character or that character, and they don't really realize they're learning, as they're reading, and stuff, and it gets them into reading. It got me into reading. Okay, let me read the chat. He should see you live. He will get interested on it. Yep, it's true. Yeah. Okay. And here's another Superman comic. On this one, it has Superman, and the the other one, I don't know exactly if that's supposed to be the Zorro Superman. Um, it's been a while since I've read this one. I got so many comic books, I can't remember all the details and stuff. Okay. And here's Superman battling some kind of robot-looking character. Uh, but it's funny. I still cannot believe that Friday that I hit 1K, and it's like it really blows my mind. I did not expect it to happen like that quick. It's so crazy. And the funny thing is, the other day, uh, like New Year's and everything, I was having a really bad day. I was having all kind of problems. Uh, my lamp that I was using for extra lighting, it broke. The wire on the cord kind of snapped, and yeah, it was one of those days for me. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Mary. Um, and oh yeah, if anybody in the chat, if you're not already subscribed to me, please subscribe, and please thumb up the stream, and please subscribe, and hit that bell so that you can be notified every time I make a upload, or every time I do a live stream. Uh, I'm hoping that I'll be able to not have to use my phone and to live stream, because I'm having to use this live streaming app on my phone, and I'd kind of like to be able to live stream on my computer because I feel like it would be easier. And if I, and I don't know if I'll be able to live stream with the YouTube thing, but if I'm able to use that, that's what I'm going to be using. It's my computer and doing it that way. And occasionally I'll live stream with my phone. Okay, let me read the chat. Okay. The zombie. Hello. Okay. Hello, y'all. Hello. Hello, zombie. How are you? This is another Superman cover. Hmm. Okay, let me read the chat again. Sharing your live stream everywhere. Hope lots coming. Thanks for Thank you, Asian Mary in US. Is it okay if I just call you Mary? Okay, here's this one. Okay. And okay. Okay. This is October 1994. And this one just, I think, is a really cool cover. I like how, Superman's face looks. Now, this was, I think, when they were having Superman have the longer hair and everything. Because his hair is kind of a little bit longer than it normally is and stuff. Um, and here's another Superman one. I just love these covers and stuff. Probably my very first superhero that I ever really got into as a kid was Superman. And then later on, I was watching the Power Rangers and the Ninja Turtles and all that stuff as a kid. Okay, hang on a minute. Okay, sorry about that. I keep having stuff pop up on my phone. That's why I want to be able to live stream on my computer. I don't have to deal with stuff popping up on the screen as much. Okay. Okay. Hello to everybody that isn't joined this stream. Okay, I'll show that one last, and I'll show that one after. Okay. Okay, this is another one. Okay. Another Superman one. I believe he's in outer. Well, he's having to wear an oxygen mask on his face. Which is not normally something that Superman has to do. So he's probably somewhere where there's not very much oxygen, I assume. This one I haven't read in a while, so it's probably been about 5 or 6 years since I've read this one. Now this one is kind of a creepy cover because it's I don't know if that's Superman or if it's like Bizarro Superman. It's just a little bit has a little creepy overtones to it a little bit with the red eyes. But then again, it could be Superman getting ready to use his heat vision. And this one's pretty cool. This one is Robin to the Joker's Wild. And this one's pretty cool because it has sort of a hologram cover, this right here. And this is like Batman and hologram cover. Hope y'all can see that. I don't know if it's showing up or not. That's Batman right there. I hope y'all can see that. Yeah. And this next one is one of my favorites because it's Wonder Woman. It's a classic Wonder Woman cover. Okay. Okay. And okay, this is a Star Wars. This is actually a pretty new comic. This is from, let me see if I can find the date. December 2017, which is it's kind of funny that would be the date of this comic book because I started my YouTube channel in December of 2017. And I don't remember the number. The number at this moment, I can't think of it yet. But it was in December of 2017. And yeah. Okay, let me see here. That's nice. You have a lot of comics collection, my friend. Yeah, I have a lot of comic books. I mean, yeah, I got a lot of comic books. I got some stacked over here. I got some stacked over here, some over there. And I've only read about probably half of them. I'm still working on reading the other half. And it's a fun hobby. It is a fun hobby. And let me show these. Since these are Disney, I do have a couple Disney comics I'm going to show. This is the new DuckTales. Okay. And yeah, I've always been a big fan of Disney. And then this is another one. Of course, I like the original DuckTales myself, but the actor that does the voice of the actor that does the voice of this character, Uncle Scrooge, you know, Scrooge McDuck, is David Tennant. He also played Doctor Who in the BBC show Doctor Who. He played Doctor Number 10, which was kind of interesting. And this is kind of an older Disney comic. It's from '94, and it's Disney's The Three Musketeers. That's the one thing I miss about Disney. I miss seeing the old Disney movies, the ones that when you were a kid you would sit down and you'd right before you'd get ready to watch them, you'd see like Walt Disney introduce the movie or the cartoon or whatever it is. It was so cool, and he would talk about all the different things that they'd be doing for Disney, Disneyland, or you know, and stuff. And okay, this one has a matching cover somewhere. Um, okay, I'm gonna show these. Okay, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and they kind of team up with the Ghostbusters. And this is another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And this one is supposed to be a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comic book from the Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cartoon, which I'm not too into. I like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from the 80s. Well, 80s and early 90s, depending on the what, when they started. Yeah. Okay. Oh, here's the other one. That's the one I was looking for. Okay. And this is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Ghostbusters. It says Ghostbusters 2, and they're teaming up with the Ghostbusters basically. It's really cool. And yeah. Yeah. The only time I've ever seen the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles team up with anybody was when they teamed up with the Power Rangers, Rangers in Space show. Okay. Hi, friends. from there. Okay. Just. Okay. Hello, everybody. Now, this comic that I'm fixing to show, this is Harley Quinn, but I have another one of these comics. This is basically this comic book. There's like 3 different versions of this comic, and it's like this is one of them, and you can barely see it unless I get it closer. And there's another one in the pile that's a like a colored version of it. There's actually 3 of them. There's this one. And there's one that looks like it's like a sketch of everything, and this is like after the sketch. And then there's a one that's completely colored. I just gotta find it. It's in one of these piles. I know. Okay. Just give me a minute. Okay. Okay. I got Harley Quinn. I got Star Wars. Just got another Star Wars in here. Okay. Okay, that's Harley Quinn. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I'm a little unorganized at the moment. Okay, it's not in this pile. Okay, but comics about to fall. Quit moving. But this is a different Harley Quinn comic. I like Harley Quinn. She's one of the DC characters that I like. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna set that one there so that I can find the other one. Must be in pile number 1. Everything. Okay, give me a second, y'all. Oh, there's another Turtles one. I gotta remember to organize these the next time I do this. There's a Star Trek one. Star Trek. Okay, then pile number 1. But I will show this one. This is another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cover. I can't think of the guy's name, but he was one of the characters that was in the animated series and also the movie. He was a hockey player, and he kind of helped out the Turtles occasionally. Hi, Don. It's Mary. Hi, Mary. Okay. Just here to support you. Thank you for coming to support me. I really do appreciate all the support. Here's another. Well, I may have shown this one already. It's another Star Wars comic. And here's this one. I think I may have shown this one already, but you know, I did show a couple other comic books in the beginning of the stream. So when I'm done with this stream and I upload it and everything, if y'all want to watch it in the replay, y'all can see it in the replay. And I don't. And here, this one's a pretty cool one. It's the Green Hornet, but I love the cover. It's really cool. I wish it was colored a little bit though, but it's still pretty cool. I like the old Green Hornet TV show, in I think it was in the '60s, I believe, and they had Bruce Lee as Kato. Bruce Lee he's the legend. Man, that man was the greatest martial artist ever. Nobody is can really hold a finger. Well, nobody could hold a candle to what he accomplished. you know, in movies and in martial arts and stuff. He's the best. His son was really good too, Brandon Lee. He was a really good martial artist and good actor. He was in the movie The Crow. That was the last movie he did. Sad. This is uh, Battlestar Galactica. I don't know that much about Battlestar Galactica, believe it or not. When they had the show on TV, the original show, you know, I really wasn't around at the time to watch it. And then they came up with a new Battlestar Galactica that was on a different network, on a TV network that I could not really watch at the time. So, yeah, there's that one. Okay. Hello, everyone. Mm-hmm. Oh, 5 people in the chat. That's the most people I've ever had. Okay, and this one, well, these two that I'm fixing to show, these are Star Trek, The Next Generation. This is probably the first Star Trek TV show that I've ever watched when I was a kid. And I watched all the original Star Trek movies of the original Star Trek cast that had like Captain Kirk and Spock. And I like the movies, and I'm just now getting into the original 1960s Star Trek TV series. And on I believe it's on YouTube. There's this it's a fan based like a fan created Star Trek show, and it's based off of the original Star Trek TV series from the 60s. It's called Star Trek Continues, and oh my goodness, the way they film it, it's almost like you're watching an original episode from the 60s. It is really good. I highly recommend, if you're a fan of Star Trek, to check it out. It is so awesome. And this is Commander Worf, Lieutenant Worf. And here's this one. And the person laying down is Geordie LaForge. He was the guy that was in charge of engineering. And, okay, I'm going to go ahead and show these because I want to get these out of the way. Okay, let me read the chat. Now, these are some Image comics. I'm not that big of a fan of this particular comic that I'm about to show you. I have a couple of them here, but I'm not that big of a fan of it. And it's called Spawn. I really don't recommend this comic. This is not a comic that's really good for kids. This is more for adults only, because I don't really recommend this comic book. If, you know, unless you're old enough, like much older. I mean, they did a movie called Spawn, and I didn't like it. I really don't like this character, to be honest. But some people like it, and some don't. I'm not a person that really likes it. The only reason I have this in my collection is because when I bought my comics, I got like a stack of comic books, and these that I'm about to show were in it, so I'm like, I might as well show it, you know? Yeah, get that out of here. Here's this one. Not a fan of Spawn. There's this one. Not really all that much of a fan of this character, or these. I don't really like this comic book Spawn, and I don't really care for Image comics. I don't care for them. They're not my cup of tea, as I'd like to say. Okay, there's that one. Hello to everybody that's here in the chat. Okay. Must be in this. Okay, let me look at this stack right here. Now, okay, as soon as I get the... Okay. There's the other one. Yeah, there it is. Okay. I'm going to show these in a second. Okay, there we go. I just showed this Harley Quinn comic. Yeah, this one is supposed to be the sketch. And then they have another one where it's like an inked sort of version of it. There's that one. And then it goes from that to this. This is the, I guess, colored version of the cover. Basically, this comic book, there's three of them, and the covers, 3 different covers. Let me see if y'all can see it. But yeah, they have a bunch of Harley Quinn comics that are like this. They have some that are like these, and then there's some that are sort of it's like the same cover, sort of like how these are the same covers, but not so much like drawn like this. It's sort of cartoony looking on these covers. They have some where it looks more realistic and she's like the cover. Some of the covers are in like a sketch, and then one's is a like black and white sort of ink sort of one, and then one is like in color and stuff. Okay, let's move to this one, this pile here that I have. Okay, let me read the chat. Hello, Master JTV. Hello. How are you, my friend? And thank you for stopping by. And we got 5 in the chat. What does my phone say? Alright, cool. Okay. Creature art. Hello. Okay. But it still blows my mind that I hit 1K, Friday. And it was, and I'm not kidding. When that happened, I didn't know what to think at that time. It's crazy. It's so crazy. And here's a Spider-Man comic. Web of Spider-Man. I've always loved this costume, but I hate that the costume is the Venom costume, Okay. There's that one. This one's kind of cool. It's Web of Spider-Man. And he's hanging upside down. But I can do this and you can see him like that. It's really cool. Okay. I do have some Conan the Barbarian, but I don't have any out right now. They're put away currently. Oh yeah, I may not have mentioned this, but like in my stream and everything, I do have a couple rules. No swearing will be, like in the chat, do not swear. If you swear, you are automatically will be gone. And no spamming, and let's see what else. And try not to use spam words. I don't know all the spam words exactly, but just don't spam and don't use spam words. If I knew, if I had a list of all the spam words, that would be good, but I don't have any right now. And be respectful to each other in the chat, okay? Because I don't want to have to block anybody or hide anybody or anything like that for being disrespectful or anything. So be respectful and no swearing. Okay. Thank you for coming, guys, to support on. Thank you, Mary. Okay. 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 This is the next one. The thing and whatever the other part on here is. Here's this one. Okay. Okay. Ready. Let me read that. My friends, some time to your viewers and shout out their names so that they will stay longer to go live. Well, let me do that, I guess. Give me a minute here. Sit that right here. And let's see. Shout out to Creature Art. Hey, how are you doing? Let me. Okay, excuse me for a minute. Let me go back over here so I can kind of go back to the top up here. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Shout out to the zombie. Okay. The master. Okay. I think that says Mastodon. The Mastodon. Shout out to you. Um. Okay. D Sports TV. Shout out to you, and I hope I said your name right. Okay. Okay. Wilson and Chris. Okay. Let's see. Christine. I think that's it. Shout out to you. I hope I said your name right. Okay, hang on a second here. Whoop. Move that out of the way. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm not sure how to say that name, and I wish I could pronounce that, but that's my problem. I have trouble pronouncing names. For me to pronounce the name, I have to physically hear it. I can't just look at it and be able to pronounce it. Okay. And okay, and that other name. Two names on here I can't really pronounce because I have to physically hear the name to know how to say it. It sounds kind of weird, but it's just kind of how my mind works a little bit. Okay. Evans, fun time. Shout out to you. Okay. I hope I'm saying that right. Master Chuck. Hi, how are you? Okay. I'm trying to get through these as quick as I can. Okay, I think that's about it. Okay. There's only two names I couldn't really pronounce, so I apologize on that. It's just how my mind works. I have to, like, some names I can just look at and I can read, but then there are certain names that I can't pronounce without hearing without first hearing the name. Okay, I will. I'm I'm still getting used to all this, and this is why I kind of wish that there was a way that I could be able to, live stream on my computer and have like a guest host person who can, read the chat for me, and then stuff. But I don't know how to do all that. Ooh, my throat's a little dry. Okay. Here's another Spider-Man. Okay. And let me move these down. These right here. And okay, whoa. Okay. Okay. Soon you will get better. Shout out everyone. That's nice. Yeah. That's kind of my where I have trouble sometimes because a lot of people have like channel names that are really hard to pronounce for me, and for me to be able to pronounce, people's channel names, I have to physically hear the name. I have to hear it, like somebody to actually say the name, and then like a few times for me to kind of understand the name a little bit. Uh, I don't know. It's just how I am. I mean, there's certain names that I can read and be like, oh yeah, I know what that is. But then there's names that I can't understand it because it's like I have to physically hear the name to understand it. Because sometimes not everybody has, a name that I can pronounce. Um, but I try my best. Okay, this is a Battle Galactica, another one. I think I just showed one a minute ago. Yeah, I did. Okay, put that right there. Okay, Marvel. Okay, it says Marvel 2. Okay, wait a minute. Marvel 2 and 1. The Thing and Giant Man, I think that's what it says. Here's this one. This one's actually pretty cool. This is not really a comic book, but it's like a hardback. I can't think of the name at this point, but it says James Bond 007. I just thought it was pretty cool, and it's supposed to be. This is supposed to be the Sean Connery James Bond, I believe, because it kind of looks like him a little bit. Okay. Okay. Okay, 6 people. I think it's in the chat. Okay. Now this one says Terminator, RoboCop, and it's interesting. Yeah, big fan of that. Oh, I found some more Superman ones here. Another Superman. Okay. Here's another Superman. Okay. Let's see. What was I about to say? Oh, whoever's still in the chat, if you can share out the stream, that would be awesome. So we can get a lot more people here in the stream. I think we have about 6 people. It says on my phone 6 people. On my computer it says 6 people. Okay, how many minutes has this stream been going for? Ooh, okay. 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 I got okay 4 more stacks of comics. Hello. Hang on a minute, yo. I keep having stuff popping up on my phone. This is why I don't like using my phone to live stream, because I keep having, stuff popping up. And I don't have that problem on my computer. Okay. Okay, this is, okay. Another Superman cover. Okay. Does anybody? Okay, here's a question I have for everybody. Does anybody know how long it usually takes to get your community tab, and how long it takes for you to be able to live stream on the YouTube live streaming thing? Because I have no idea. I would like to know because as soon as I'm able to live stream using that, I and if I can do that, be able to live stream using that, uh, I'd be using my computer to live stream, doing it that way instead of using my phone. I mean, I probably will continue to use my phone for like if I'm out and about somewhere and I want to live stream, but to be able to do it on my computer is just more convenient because I don't really have to do anything. It's just, just use it, And here's another green hornet. Green hornet and Kato. Okay. Okay, what time is it? I haven't even looked at the time. 8:44 p.m. here in Alabama. 5 people in the chat. Hello to the 5 people that are in the chat. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna. Okay. Okay, gotta stretch my leg. Oh, sitting too long, y'all. Okay. The ones I'm fixing to show, I got another stack of Doctor Who comics, and this is Doctor Who. Okay. And this is another Doctor Who one. It has Doctor Number 10, played by actor David Tennant, and Captain Jack, which is played by actor John Barrowman, Barrowman or something like that, I think. And he had his own spin-off show called Torchwood. This is a really good cover of him. Really good actor. And here's another Doctor Who cover. And I'm a big fan of Doctor Who. And that's my channel name. That's how I came up with my channel name. Well, half of it. The Time Lord part of my channel name. Okay, hang on. Let me see what that was. No, that was somebody on Facebook wanting to let me know they're having a watch party for I Love Lucy. I love that show. I Love Lucy. That's a good show. This is another Doctor Who comic. Yeah. And Doctor Who. And this is the guy that does the voice of Scrooge McDuck for the new DuckTales, David Tennant. By far the best, one of my favorite doctors. Here's another one, Doctor Who. And let me read the chat. Okay. And on this cover it has Doctor Number 11. And also, this guy down here, he's also the Doctor. He's the War Doctor. And this is the 11th Doctor. And this is Doctor Number 12, played by actor Peter Capaldi. I think that's how you say his name. The new Doctor is actually played by actress Jodie Whittaker. And this is Doctor Number 11 is played by Matt Smith. And yeah. since we're going in the theme of Doctor Who at the moment, I guess I'll go ahead and quickly get through these real quick. Okay. 5 people watching. I don't know who's still here, but hello to whoever's still here. Yeah. And this is another Doctor Who one. This is the Doctor number 8, and he was played by actor Paul McGann. He was a real. He only actually played the Doctor really for. Uh, they did a Doctor Who movie back in 1996 to try to bring back the show, and he was in that, but he didn't really have his own TV show. And he made an appearance in Doctor Who, the Day of the Doctor is what it was called, and I think it was the night. His little show, little thing that they did, was called Night of the Doctor or something. I think that's what it's called. Um, and here's this one, Doctor number 10 again. And this cover has the 12th Doctor and companion Clara Oswald. And this is another Doctor number 12 cover. Doctor number 11. Doctor number 8. Doctor number 10. Again, Doctor number 8, played by Paul McGann. Doctor Who number 12, played by Peter Capaldi, and I hope I said his name right. The 12th Doctor and Clara Oswald. And this is another Torchwood cover, or comic that I have, with Captain Jack. And another Doctor Who cover. Let me see here. Okay, 4 people watching. Hello to the 4 people that are watching. How are y'all? I'm doing the stream however long it takes for me to get through these comics, and I kind of need the watch hours because I have probably not very many. Okay. And this next cover that I'm going to show, this is Doctor number 9. He's in the middle right here. He's only... The thing in his hand is called a sonic screwdriver. And the actor that played him, Christopher Eccleston, he kind of helped to bring back the series, being the first modern Doctor since 1996. He became the Doctor in 2000, I think 5, I think. And Doctor number 12, Peter Capaldi's Doctor. Doctor number 10. As you can see, I have a lot of Doctor Who comics because I'm a big Doctor Who kind of fan, and I probably have more somewhere. It might be in this pile of comics. But I really like this cover because it really looks like Peter Capaldi. It's almost like a painting if you look at it. It's really amazing how somebody could do something this good. It's really, really good. The reason why he's my favorite Doctor is he played the electric guitar, and Peter Capaldi really does play the electric guitar in real life. He's a good actor. He's a really good guitar player, and I think he sings a little bit too. He's also a really good artist as well. He can draw like pictures and stuff. He's really good. I kind of have said that to me he is the rock and roll Doctor. And okay, move this over. And this is another Doctor Who comic of the Doctor number 9, Christopher Christopher Eccleston, and Rose Tyler. That's who that is. Okay, let me see what else I got. Okay, I got through all the Doctor Who comics. Now this is a TV show, this comic book, that I really like. It's called The Twilight Zone. And this is supposed to be like the 1980s Twilight Zone. And I really enjoy this. Yeah, I've always been a fan of the Twilight Zone, especially the 60s version of the Twilight Zone. Okay, 5 people. Hello to the 5 people that are watching. It's nice to meet you. I know that kind of sounds weird. Nice to meet you. I haven't even met any of y'all, but it's nice to meet you. Okay, these next 2 comics that I'm showing are some kind of horror type comics, and I have some other ones that I'm going to show, but I'll show these real quick. And it's this. They're both Dracula. Here's this one. Yeah, I'm a big fan of classic horror movies, like the classic Universal monster movies and stuff. It's just something that I like. I mean, it's not everybody. It's not everybody's thing. Not everybody likes those kind of movies, but I just like them. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. I don't know. But the stuff that I like. There's that one. And here's this one. And these next 2. I don't know if I'm going to show this one, but I guess I will, since, it's a Sonic the Hedgehog comic book. I'm not that really into Sonic the Hedgehog. Let me see. What the... Okay. Okay, RNJ family, shout out to you. Hello, how are you? Shout out host. Shout out to all. And a heart emoji. Oh, that's real sweet. Showing love. Okay. Okay, this next one that I'm going to show, this is a Spider-Man comic, Spider-Man classic, and it has Kraven the Hunter, Spider-Man. Okay. And this one's a modern comic. It's, well, I'm not sure on the date on this one, but it's probably, well, I don't know exactly. I'm going to just show it. Voltron. Now this one right here, it says, I believe, Terminator. This is, I guess, one of the first Terminator comics I guess they ever did. I think this is from the 80s. I actually have 3 Terminator comic books that were from the Terminator 2 Judgment Day movie. I showed those in another live stream. And I believe I still have it up on my channel. If anybody wants to check that out, it's still up, I think. At least I think it's still up, I think. There's that. Alright. Now I got just 2 stacks of comics left, y'all. And let me read the chat. Okay. R and J family. This is my first time here. Oh, well, welcome. Uh, I'm glad to have you here. It's really nice to have people in my stream. I've done a few live streams before and had not too many people show up, and it kind of made me feel bad, because and stuff. Okay, I'm gonna save best for last, as they say. Save the best for last. Oh, okay. Let me get organized here. Okay, that one is gonna be shown on that file. I don't know if I'm gonna show that one. There's that one. There's this one. This. There's this. Okay. Okay, let's get started here. Okay, this is the Incredible Hulk, and this is from '79. Is what I have gathered. The Incredible Hulk. The Incredible Hulk is one of my favorite Marvel characters that I really like. Probably my favorite would be, it would have to be Iron Man. Well, actually, I have a bunch of different favorites. I like the Incredible Hulk, Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, and I'd have to say Wolverine. Just, just to name a couple of them off the top of my head. And Spider-Man. And when I say Spider-Man, I like when, I think his name was Tobey Maguire. I think that's his name. That played Spider-Man in the original Spider-Man movies. But then the person that's playing Spider-Man now, Tom Holland, he is my favorite Spider-Man. He is one of my favorites. He's really cool. I wish that one day I could meet him and tell him thank you for being Spider-Man, because he's awesome. And okay, this is another 1978 Incredible Hulk. At least I think it's 78. It might be 1980. I don't know. I would have to open this up to check. And I really don't want to open. Well, I guess since it's not taped, I will check real quick. October 1978. So apparently it is 78. That's just beautiful. I mean, you can tell this is a really old comic because see how the aging of the paper is, and they don't even use this type of paper anymore for comic books. It's kind of sad. They just look cooler, I think, on this type of paper. Okay, let me read the chat. That's what I keep forgetting to do, ain't it? Okay. I'm still here, Don. Just... Okay. Shout out to RNJ family. Shout out to you guys. Wow, that's old comics. Nice. Okay. Thank you, Mary. And here's another Incredible Hulk. And I think most of these are from from '78. 78. I wasn't even around then. That's the one thing I wish. I wish that, if somebody was, say, ever able to make time travel an actual possible thing, that's the time that I would want to go back to, would be the '70s and maybe the '60s, and then get like a bunch of old school comic books, which would be worth a lot of money, and and stuff. Like a first edition, like a first Superman comic, like one, and Spider-Man comic one, and everything. Which, if I'm not mistaken, a Spider-Man comic book, like the first Spider-Man comic book, is I think worth $1 million now, and I think a first, Superman comic book, the very first Superman comic, is like worth $1 million too, I believe. But those are just in like really hard to find. This right here is a Walt Disney Uncle Scrooge comic, and this is from the '60s. Yeah, this particular comic book company, they used to do a lot of comic books back in the '60s for all kind of different people. For a lot of stuff for Disney, and then they did stuff for TV shows and cartoons, other cartoons. All right, here's an X-Men, Magneto and Charles Xavier, or Professor X. Okay. Excuse me a minute, y'all. Gotta get another sip of water here. Now, this comic book that I'm fixing to show, it's a DC comic. It's a modern comic. It's just called G.I. Zombie, and I just figured I'd show it. Probably my favorite thing, they've been coming out with all these different DC movies for different DC comic book characters and stuff. I'm not that much of a fan of the new movies, the DC movies. I mean, a couple of them are okay. Like Wonder Woman seems like it's going to be pretty awesome, especially the new one they're coming out with. But they have a lot of animated type DC type stuff that they've been doing. The animated stuff is actually better than the movies themselves for some reason. And this is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and that's another one that I got. If anybody in the chat is a fan of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which one or which ones were your favorite? For me, my two favorite was there's two, Michelangelo and Donatello. But since then, I really like I still like Michelangelo, Donatello. Uh, okay, Donatello, Michelangelo, Donatello, Raphael, and I can't think of the other one. But yeah, I really like those movies. The movies they did were awesome. Now this is a modern comic, but it's based off of a TV show called The $6 Million Man, and this is a comic book that they've done. This is a modern comic book where's the name? This company right here, the name of them. If y'all can see that, they've been doing a lot of comic books, and this is one that's really, really cool. Okay, this next comic I'm going to show, it says special team up. Heathcliff and Top Dog. It's funny, there was a cartoon called Top Cat I remember as a kid. And the funny thing is, I used to watch Heathcliff, the cartoon, when I was a kid too. That was a good cartoon. Okay, hang on a minute there. And this one I'm going to show, this is a Dragon Ball comic. I'm a big fan of Dragon Ball. I hope y'all can see that okay. I hope there's not a glare. I'm trying not to have a glare on the cover. This is another Dragon Ball cover. Okay. Oh, my leg is falling asleep, y'all. Okay. Oh, let me stretch. Let me stretch for a minute, y'all. Okay. Sitting way too long with my legs crossed like that. Okay, I think I may have shown a couple other Wolverine comics. Okay, let me see. Let me make sure this ain't a 2-in-1 cover. Okay, here's another Wolverine comic. Okay. Okay, let me put that on the bottom of this pile. That way it will stay in place there. Okay. And okay, I think I've already shown this one, but I guess I'll show it again since I came to this one again. Superman. Okay, this one says Superman back for good. And this one is kind of trying to, it has sort of a holographic sort of cover to it. Or a reflective sort of kind of cover to it. It's very reflective, which is kind of cool. Okay. Oh, man. Alrighty. Now this one I'm fixing to show, this is a really old comic. It is a Bugs Bunny comic. And back then, this comic book was 10 cents. Can you believe it? Yeah. I'm also a big Looney Tunes fan. There's a lot of stuff that I like. I'm a big fan of a lot of different things. A lot of pop culture stuff too. And this is, I think, from. I have to look at this one, y'all. It's from 1952, apparently. At least I think that's what it is. The cool thing about this comic book, if you take and look at, say, the other comic books, and you kind of compare them together, the ones like the Superman comic is actually a little bit smaller, and this one right here is actually a little bit larger. They used to make comic books a tiny bit bigger back in the day. But yeah, this is pretty cool. This is from 1952. Well, that's what I have on the back of the thing here, 1952. And I guess I'll quickly show this one. I don't want to show this one because it's kind of ripped a little bit at the top, but it has a little bit of damage. It was given to me and I decided to keep it. It has, I guess, Santa Claus on the cover. It's okay. Okay, y'all. Okay, so hopefully that pile will not move. Hello to the 5 people that are in the chat. Okay, it says 5 on my phone, 5 on the computer. Okay. And this next stack of comic books that I'm going to show, these are going to be some spooky type comic books. Yeah. And I think I might have one Casper comic book, I think. If I remember to put it in the pile here. And it should be in here somewhere. No. Well, let me show this one since I just got to showing Dragon Ball. Now, I'm not into Pokemon because that was before my time. And I actually did have a second Pokemon comic book somewhere, but I don't know where it's at currently. So this is the only one that I could find at this point in time. I don't know that much about Pokemon, believe it or not. The only thing I know is I know one of the characters is called, like one of the Pokemons, I think it's called Pikachu. That's all I know. Okay, and let me kind of organize this really quick so I can kind of have them, all in a thing here. Stack that one, this one, this one. Ah, there's that one. Okay, I knew I had that somewhere. There it is. Okay. Okay, before I show these, okay, that'll be another pile. Okay. Okay, this is a comic book. Okay, this is a comic book that it's one of my kind of favorite cartoons. It's called Casper. And the people that did the Casper comics, they did like, Casper, Richie Rich, Wendy, and I can't remember who else they did. But that's the ones I can think of. I used to watch the Casper cartoon when I was a kid, and Richie Rich and stuff. The old cartoons. And yeah. A lot of the Richie Rich comic books and the Casper comic books like this, they're really hard to find, believe it or not. Especially in good condition, they're very hard to find. Okay. Okay, this first one, this is one of the spooky sort of comics that I'm going to show. Let me read the chat. Hello, everybody. Let's get started, shall we? Me being funny, yo. It's called Unexpected. And it's a spooky, it's basically spooky comic book covers and stuff. Like back in the day, they had comic books that were called EC Comics and stuff. And they did stuff like Tales from the Crypt, the House of Mystery, and I think they did the House of Mystery or something. I'm not sure. They did a lot of spooky type comic books back in the day. And this one I got to take out of the bag because you can't see it properly without me taking it out of the bag. This one says Tower of Shadows. It's really cool. And this is from May of 1970. So this is pretty old. And let me put it back in the bag that I had it in. And this one says Tomb of Darkness. It's, not all of these are any, like I said, not all of these is going to be everybody's, cup of tea, really. Because not everybody likes horror that much. But to me, I like it. I don't know why, I just do. It's kind of interesting. And this one says Unexpected. This is another one. Let me read the chat. Okay. The zombie, shout out to you. Okay, this one says Journey into Mystery. So this is what that one is, Journey into Mystery. Okay. This one says Journey into Mystery. Here's this one. Let me see what that was. Okay. Okay. How many? Okay, that's how many I got on there. Okay. Here's this one. This one says, the monsters are coming, beware. And it's done by Marvel, apparently. Yeah. Some of the comic books that I wish I could find me some Tales from the Crypt comics, like the old original comics, but those are hard to find. Very hard. No, I mean, a lot of them, they're like reproducing, like remaking some of the older ones, and trying to make them look like the older ones, but they're like newer versions of those comics and stuff. Yeah. Okay. Okay, this one I believe says. Okay, this is a DC comic, and it's from. I believe it's from the '60s or the '70s, one of those two. And it's called From Beyond the Unknown. Okay. Okay. How many minutes have I been live for? Huh. I think the next time when I do these live streams, I'm going to try to start a little bit earlier. But for me, I like doing the live streams on the weekend, like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's primarily when I try to live stream. But I don't live stream every single weekend or every single Friday, every other Friday, because just to make it, easier on me because I got other stuff that I have to, take care of, and it kind of helps to kind of balance it out for me a little bit. Okay. Okay. And okay, this next comic book I'm going to show. This is a Simpsons comic book, and yeah, this is I don't know. It has Homer and Ten Commandments and stuff. Yeah, you know, it speaks for itself basically. Okay, and this is a Star Trek comic. Yeah, it's supposed to be like the original Star Trek. It's supposed to be. Okay. Okay, I already read that. Okay. And yeah, it's interesting. And this is another Star Trek comic, Star Trek Deep Space Nine. It's funny. Right here it says, right here it says, buy this book or the Tribbles get get it or whatever. Tribbles being something that was in the original Star Trek series. Little little balls of fur that multiplied like crazy. Yeah, it's one of those really popular Star Trek episodes. Okay. Well, I'm getting down to the last few comics here. Okay, this is Venom. Okay. Excuse me, y'all. Okay. What time is it anyway? It's only 9:23 p.m. here. Okay, this is a Doctor Who comic, and that's the 11th Doctor. And that person right there, woman right there, that's his wife, River Song. Okay, what's on here? Okay. Oh, give me a minute to stretch, y'all. Sitting for this long amount of time. Not very good. Getting sleepy, y'all. Okay, this next stack of comic books will be my last ones that I'm going to show. Okay, this is a Walt Disney comic. Uncle Scrooge. It's kind of funny. He's kissing a chicken because he thinks that it's a chicken that lays golden eggs. And then there's Donald Duck, and he's playing a joke on Uncle Scrooge. He painted the eggs with gold paint. It's sort of funny. Okay, and this is a Daffy Duck comic. Yeah, and this right here is a comic book company. They did a lot of old school comic books too, just like that other one did. And I don't think this one or the other one actually does comic books anymore. I don't even think they're still in business as far as I know. Daffy Duck. And let me see what I got left, y'all. Right. Okay. Go ahead and I'll do these first. Okay, this is a Batman comic. Forever Evil, Arkham War. That's what that one says. Okay. I believe this is a Batman Supergirl team up. Hello to whoever's still in the chat. I got 5 people, it says on my phone, and it says 6 people on my computer, so I'm not 100% sure on the exact numbers. Okay. Okay, this is a pretty cool comic. It's like a sort of team up between Doctor Who and Star Trek, the Next Generation. And this is probably one of my favorites. Okay. Oh boy. And okay. Superman in Action Comics. This is Superman. Oh man. Oh, okay. 5 people. And on my phone it says 5 people. Okay. Ooh, I'm getting a lot of notifications from different people on here, so I'm gonna have to quickly wrap this up, y'all. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got 4 comic books left, and they're all Doctor Who. Okay, this is Doctor Who, and it's the 11th Doctor, and I'm not sure. I guess that's one of the companions. Okay, Doctor Who number 12, played by Peter Capaldi. Another notification. Okay. Okay. Here's this one. Okay. And Doctor Who with the 11th Doctor, and this person right here is the War Doctor. And this is the last comic. Okay, y'all. Okay. Okay. Well, that's all I have to show from all I have to show. Um. Okay, who's all still here? So I know. And does anybody else know who is actually live streaming right now? Uh, like we can do a raid and a live, go and raid somebody's live stream. I'm not sure who is actually live though. Let me look on my computer. I have to kind of look real quick. Got to exit out of this to be able to see real quick. And okay, give me a minute, y'all. My computer is a bit slow at the moment. Ugh. Okay, quit. Open. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay, give me a second, y'all. This takes a few minutes to for me to look and see. I just need to get to the. Okay, hang on. I gotta exit out and then exit back in because my computer's kind of. It has a mind of its own. I think my computer might be haunted, y'all. Okay. Now to kind of exit, back, get back into the thing here. Okay, go back to that. Okay. Alrighty. Go to this. Okay. Well, I'm not sure on those people's channel. Okay. Who's still in the chat? If there's anybody that we can go raid, somebody put a link to that person's channel. If there's anybody that we can go raid their channel, that would be greatly appreciated. Let's see. Let me just go ahead. Okay, let me see here. Okay. Okay, if somebody can put a link to, I believe the person's channel is called Tree Trimmer 82. Put a link to in the, somebody put a link for his channel. He's live streaming. Let's go raid his channel, y'all. He's the only person that I can recognize at this point. Whoever's still here. Okay. La ta ta. Okay. Okay. 4 people. Yeah, y'all go. Somebody put a link to the name I just said, tree trimmer, uh, that I just said. I don't like repeating myself. He's the only person I can think of to do a raid. Okay. Um, says 4 people watching. Whoever's still here, say hi, because I'm fixing to end the stream. I feel like this is a pretty good stream. I think if I have a couple more, live streams like this, you know, that has a good amount of people in it, and hopefully every time I do this again and again, there'll be more people, and and hopefully I can, do some more. But primarily, what I do is I show comic books. Or really whatever I kind of, want to actually show. Sometimes it might be comic books, sometimes it might be something else, you know. Okay. Uh, whew. I don't know who's all here, but I'm fixing to end the stream, y'all. Um, I wish that I could do this stream a little bit longer, but I don't have the time to really do that right now because I'm kind of tired and I want to go to sleep. So, yeah. Um, for the 5 people watching, thank you so much for stopping by to my live stream. Um, it really means a lot to me. Um, I must. It says 5 people watching. I'm guessing I don't have anybody commenting, so I guess everybody has already left. But thank you guys for stopping by. I really do appreciate it, and thank you so much. And I am about to end the stream now. Thank you all so much, and I'll see y'all on the next one. I might try to upload a video sometime, sometime today, I should say sometime tonight, or maybe tomorrow night. I don't know yet. It depends on if I can get the video, edited together, and and all that stuff. But if I don't if I don't upload a video, it's because it's taking longer to edit and stuff. Um, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see y'all on the next one. If it be a video or another stream. Hopefully, the next time I live stream, I'll be able to live stream with the YouTube thing, and hopefully, I'll be able to do that on my computer. Be able to live stream on my computer, and not have to use my phone as much. Bye, y'all. Peace. Bye, everybody.